Hi folks, Feiner, ready to rock and roll with winning action for Thursday, November 14th. What an amazing day. What an amazing Thursday. We are ready to roll. Now listen. As of this report, first of all, Ed Reed is now a New York Jet. Now, world champion Ed Reed, All-Pro Hall of Fame, once he retires obviously in 5 years, Hall of Fame, Ed Reed is joining the Jets. Now, we know that Ed Reed is only 1/10 of what he was, but he does bring leadership, integrity, experience, and someone that when he talks, people will listen. He can only help the New York Jets, and when they play Buffalo this week, they need every bunch of help they're going to get because that game will be a war. Right now, Buffalo is ready for the Jets, should beat the Jets with Manuel having one game under his belt, but now you throw in Ed Reed. He's going to be playing in the game. He's going to have a leadership role in the game. Very, very interesting. Stay tuned who I'm going to be using in that game because I will be using that game as a major play, as a best bet. Now, tonight on the card for Thursday, first of all, it's an epic Thursday. NFL, Tennessee, Indianapolis. Will the Titans come back and play an epic game at home where they've been very poor and much better on the road? Will Indianapolis come back from an abortion of a play, an abortion of a performance, getting blown out last week? And again, everybody knows after Indianapolis loses, they're 9-1 against the spread, 9-1 straight up, blah, 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 blah. And we know that Jake Locker's not playing tonight. Ryan Fitzgerald's playing tonight. So there's a lot of intrigue. Obviously, the public and the world is on Indianapolis. Well, they were on Indianapolis last week, had that fucking workout. They got blown out, so that doesn't mean a fucking thing. Do not bet this game tonight. Tennessee, Indy, without my advice, without my expert analysis, and without who I'm fucking betting in the game. Because I love the game, I love the over-under, and I love the parlay. Plus, in college football, we have Georgia Tech, Clemson. Same situation. Georgia Tech blows cock. Clemson has been playing very, very well, but they're not a lock against the point spread, and they're laying double digits tonight. Obviously, the public, again, is all fucking over Clemson, but that doesn't mean a fucking thing. Georgia Tech is good enough with their A-plus game. Clemson turns over the ball, Georgia Tech could win outright. So again, do not bet this game without me. I own the game and the over-under. Plus another college football game on the card tonight. Tulsa Marshall. Love this game. Love the over-under. I love all 6 selections tonight in college football and pro football. All 3 games, all 3 over-unders. Plus we have a couple of games in NBA. I've narrowed them down to one best bet, and I love one best bet in college basketball. So I'm going to make you a ton of fucking money tonight. And I own Thursday nights. My documented record proves it. If we can revisit last Thursday, the biggest Thursday of my life, of my career. Matter of fact, in the sports gambling business, the biggest Thursday ever, I went 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. I told you Stanford would beat Oregon outright on a money line, plus 5-1, and they did. I told you Stanford plus 10.5 is stealing fucking money, and obviously it was. And I told you Stanford, Oregon would go under the total, and they did. I also told you Baylor would start slow, which they did, but at the end piss all over Oklahoma and cover easily, and they did. I also told you the Minnesota Vikings would have a big victory at home and beat Washington. Again, I said they'd start slow, but win at the end, and they did. Christian Ponda, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception as he gets knocked out of the game. Adrian Peterson, a stellar performance, and RG3 having arguably his best game coming back from his injury. But again, I had Vikings and over, Vikings and over, Vikings and over. And in the NBA, I put up the Atlanta Hawks plus the points they covered against the Denver Nuggets. Now listen, here's the bottom line. Tonight, I will fucking score out for you. Now let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, I'm in Newsday today. First of all, in Newsday today, they needed me to pick high school football, and I obliged. Now, obviously, I've been pissing all over Newsday. I've been pissing all over their writers for ignoring Farmingdale high school football. Farmingdale's now 9-0, the number 1 seed in Nassau County, and the overall number 1 seed, and the odds-on favorite to win the Long Island Championship. They play this Saturday at 5 o'clock at Hofstra. If you're in the area, go to the game, or the game will be streaming live at MSG Varsity. But more importantly, on the video blog, I talked to Charles Dolan. I put a call into Charles Dolan to buy fucking Newsday and to revamp MSG Varsity. So on the video blog, I spoke to Charles Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, the owner of the Rangers, the owner of Madison Square Garden, the owner of Radio City Music Hall, and the owner of Newsday, that horseshit newspaper. On the video blog, I speak to Charles Dolan and discuss buying Newsday. It's a must-see video. Very enjoyable, very informative, and of course, very funny. On the video blog, watch me talk to Charles Dolan. Now listen, we're going to Vegas. Only 2 days away. Stanford, USC is my main game. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock Pacific. I will parlay into Stanford, USC, 7 college football games, 7 NFL football games. I will never, ever, ever have a stronger card of these 15 games than I have this weekend. If you have not paid me the $30,000 I'm charging for this Vegas weekend, then truthfully is something fucking wrong. You have to. It is a fucking must. If you can't afford the $30,000, let's work out a package where I will give you rest of the NFL season through the Super Bowl, rest of the college football season through all the bowls, rest of the college basketball season through the NCAA championship in April, and the rest of the NBA season through the championship in June. I'll work out a package for you that you can afford the $30,000 plus get more service, so we will roll. On the free pick phone, we have an NBA best bet, college basketball best bet, and an over-under tonight in college football. All 3 winners absolutely free on a recorded message, 800-982-2211. Pay the site, get your money in for Vegas. Let's rock and roll. From me, your source, Stu Feiner.